Are we going? We good? And welcome back to episode 3 of Backhouse Productions. And you know what? We try to get nice shit. We fucking decorate the entire garage, backhouse, and
the studio.
The studio. We try to get mics, try to get the whole setup going for our special guest, Chris, here. And of course, it goes to shit. I'm going to blame it on you, Mark. You definitely fucked it up. You definitely fucked it up.
No,
sure.
It's the cameraman right here.
Cameraman John Paul. John Paul taking it to the sideline.
Last night, you had the soundboard in your hands.
It is complete bullshit, and I'm not going to blame it on anybody. It's definitely you. You definitely fucked it up.
I'll take the blame.
I'm sorry about that, but let's get into it, man. So,
all right,
what have you been up to?
Dude, fitness. Like, I just got back from Houston. Big step for me for sure. Like, made some huge connections for real. But yeah, I've just been up to gym, fitness, all that stuff. It's kind of bullshit, but like, you gotta keep that face kind of, but like, you're gonna know the real side of me. You feel me? Like, it's all fun and games, but like, with the gym and stuff and everything, you do get burnt out.
Yeah, like, for sure. Yeah,
being that consistent, it's just super hard.
So when did you start weight training?
So that's a good question. I started sophomore year, but it wasn't serious. Like, we literally go to the gym, fuck around, like get like cable handles and like jump on them. Like, it'd be some dumb shit, but like, I actually really started training 2019. Like, kind of backstory to it, corny, cheesy, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like, I was pretty deep in a depression for real. Like, didn't know how to get out of it. Like, dropped out of college. I went to music school and that shut down too. So I had nothing going for me. And I was like, real question was, what do I do every day that I do naturally? Just like, and I was like, dude, I go to the gym. Like, if I just took it serious, like, just took my diet serious, I feel like I could be like fit and like look good. But I didn't have that fitness industry stuff in the back of my head yet. I just wanted to look fit at first. And then it was when I got that real spark in the fitness industry, but I went to Zoo Culture and met Bradley Martin, met all those guys, and I was like, shit, like, this looks cool. Like, these guys don't even work. Yeah. Like, I had 2 jobs at the time. I was working Crunch and I was working personal training too. And it was just like, man, like, I have so much on my plate. Like, it's just so hard for me to handle. And like, I want to be in the fitness industry, but just doing these 2 jobs, I feel like won't cut it. Like, it won't make me that like money that doctors make, Yeah. And I feel like being an influencer will do that for me for sure,
I mean, if you have an opportunity to be an influencer rather than, going to 10 years of school to be a doctor, and then wait another 10 years to make that money, and you're doing it now, which is
it's
fantastic.
It's cool. I mean, I'm not saying I'm like big time, but like I'm getting up there.
You're on your way.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. It's a good start for me. Just maybe 2 weeks from now is gonna be my year mark.
Okay.
For like really starting, like, making that leap of faith. And
congrats, man.
It's pretty cool, like, just knowing how far I got from like just thinking a year. It's like, wow, like, I have all these people that like love and support me. I mean, I have these haters, but it's
That's
cool.
Gonna come with
It's gonna come, of course. And like, I'm just getting all this recognition now, and it's like, it's crazy because I never actually like thought of me like being in this position. Like, I never expected it. I just kind of did it for fun at first, and then once everything started like going on track and everything started happening the way it did, then I was like, oh crap, like, I could actually probably do something in this,
So how'd you get the name Filipino Goku? I want to know that.
So right now my hair is not fixed, but like usually when my hair is fixed, right? Like, it's up, spiky.
You spike it up?
Yeah. Like, it's big, fluffy, spiky, and everyone was just like saying, yo Goku, like, oh look, it's Goku over there, like in the gym, and like not even in the gym, but like outside the gym, like people would just call me Goku. And my name was still my real name on Instagram until I made a TikTok, and my TikTok name was just the Filipino Goku. I didn't really think of changing my handle until I was with John Skywalker for like 3 or 4 days. Up in Orange County, and he was just like introducing me to people, and he's like, "Oh, yo, this is the Filipino Goku," because he knew me as that. And I was like, you know what? That has a good ring to it. Like, I should change my name to that.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So now I'm known as Goku. You know.
Dude, honestly, I just want to say it's like so like crazy how you're saying in 2019 you were depressed. You had all the things going on in your life. Everything's in a spiral.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you just decide to make the option of weight training. Like you want to just work out.
Yeah.
And look how it's like turned your life.
Yeah, it's
complete 180.
Super crazy because I've never like in my family too. Like we don't have that like fitness gene, you know. Like no one's really athletic. No one's really fit. And like I was overweight too. I was like 32% body fat, like 190 standing at 5'6", it's like freaking crazy. And I was like, shit, like not only am I depressed, but like, you know, I'm like unhealthy, like I need to change my life around for sure. Like, and that's what kind of got me into the industry too, is that I felt like I had a story, and like I also like could relate to people that are in my shoes like at that time, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not alone, like I'm with them for it. Like I show everyone love, man, like who's
awesome.
going through that journey, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, just touching base, you said 32%. Geez, JP. Buddy, 32%?
2%.
I'm not 32.
No, I know.
I'm 23 though.
What do you think you are right now?
Right now, I might be like
24?
Yeah.
Flirting with 25?
No.
No, but I mean, okay, so when you first started training, like, what'd you go, like 3 times a week?
Shoot, I went every day, man. Like, I had no rest days. Like, it's just all I had going for me. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna train like a madman. Like, I feel like that's the only way I could have gotten fit, to be honest. Because if I took like a couple rest days or like 1 rest day off, I felt like I would have started falling off. Like, been like fucking playing video games and stupid shit like that, you know, like not focused on like the task at hand. And I just felt like I had to do it for myself, you know.
So when you started lifting, did you like change your eating habits at all, or?
At first it was super hard. Like I know all the overweight guys could like vouch for me too, but when you're overweight and stuff, you have a certain relationship with food, you know. Like it's like all those eating habits are just super hard to like just knock out, and you just try to like eat constantly like the same shit and like healthy stuff, but for some reason you feel sick of like eating that healthy thing.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I had to deal with that same
thing.
Exactly.
And like when you're eating healthy, it feels weird, but like you don't feel good, you know.
No,
like,
you know.
You just feel sick, and you're like, shit, I want like a bag of Cheetos that will make me feel better. And it's like it's so weird.
You need your fix.
Yeah. But that was like my comfort, was like food and shit. Cause like I like, you know, I got broken up with, like kind of cheated on and shit, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, it's tough, and like it was just hard.
It's hard to do chicken and rice every day.
It's
like, tough.
Yeah, spamming that stuff like chicken and rice. I mean, I kept it simple sometimes. Like at first, like when I started losing the weight and like getting toned and stuff, like I kept it simple, like eating whatever I wanted, but with moderation.
Okay.
But like it wasn't to like my standard. Like I wasn't getting like the shreds and like toned the way like I thought I was gonna be, and I was like 4 months in already, and I was like, shit, like I still don't look how I want to look. So then that's when I really changed up my diet, and like I just, dude, it was hard. Like there were days where I would like go to sleep and I would wake up in the middle of the night like fighting not to eat like certain stuff. And
I've
like,
been there before.
Yeah, I'd like lay down, just like starve, like feel like I'm starving, just because my body was craving like some crap food.
Yeah, you're craving sweets.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for sweets. Usually, I struggle with this on a nightly basis, where, you know, I like to like not have as many meals. I kind of do a little bit of a fast.
Yeah.
I kind of like that way, so just to hold off weight. But when it comes to the nighttime, I have one meal, maybe like a meal and like a little one, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I'm starving. And then I start looking through the fridge, you know, go back 5 times to see if anything's changed in the fridge, which it hasn't. It never does. But it honestly feels like I'm like I'm an addict Like I'm honestly like a drug addict for sweets.
Yeah.
And I like constantly am losing to it. I'm constantly eating it.
Yeah.
Is there any like advice of how to like fight that?
I mean, there's some advice. Like, you could obviously change it up. Like, you could have sweets still, but like, there's like certain options that you could have. Like, there's this Target ice cream that I used to get when I was on the diet. And there's like 10 grams of protein for like the whole pint was like 200 calories.
Are you serious?
And I was like, holy shit! Like, that like changed up my whole diet because I just knew that like it was so much easier just eating stuff that was like felt like it wasn't a diet, you know?
Yeah.
Check out the Halo Top.
Yeah, it's like Halo Top, but
we've had some in there before.
I think it's called like Archer Farms.
Archer Farms?
Yeah, I'm not sponsored by them, but you know.
Yeah, fuck Halo.
No free
Yeah.
shout-outs.
No free shout outs, but Archer Farms was pretty good. Like that was my brand I used. And
But it was, I mean, it tasted good even.
it tasted good, bro. Like it was weird because once you start eating healthy, like it's like fuck, like anything I could get, you know?
Yeah.
And like that little taste of ice cream that you could like satiate yourself with is like, dang, like this does taste like ice cream, and like it's not really like hurting my diet.
So did you ever like cook for yourself at all, or? Do you
No,
just, like,
I'm okay. Funny thing, I'm a terrible cook.
Love it.
Yeah, I don't know how to cook for shit. Like, I'll cook up a bowl of cereal.
I'm with you. Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
But yeah. So that's the hard part is that diet wise, I didn't know how to cook, so I always ate out, like Chipotle or like getting sandwiches from Sprouts, like, and that would just like be super hard on the bill, you know?
Yeah.
But also what helps too is like mom's cooking, you know?
Yeah.
Like just eating whatever mom cooks, and that's always pretty good too.
So did you tell her like, hey, can you start making me healthier things, or?
Yeah, but I'm Filipino, so it's like
it's tough.
yeah, it's you don't really have healthy stuff like with Filipino foods, and it's always like really high in calorie, high in sodium, like because they like tasty stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Hard set.
Yeah,
Sinigang,
yeah, all that stuff.
It's tough. Yeah, I've
And
been there.
like
Trust me.
they eat mountains of rice, and it's like crap. Like,
So are
I
you
can't
just like
do that.
picking through like dinner now, or?
Yeah, like so. Right now, diet wise, I don't really care. Like, I feel like after losing the weight, like your body kind of adapts to it, and you just could eat whatever you want, like at least with moderation.
So do you think as you've lost weight, like your metabolism is getting faster?
My
and
metabolism
faster?
got freaking like fast, dude.
Wow.
And that used to be one of my biggest problems, that I couldn't digest anything, like anything at all. Like my body would hold on to everything, like I wouldn't be able to digest. But now, like my metabolism is like freaking fast, so it's like I don't really care.
How much weight did you lose?
60 pounds.
60 pounds.
Yeah, 190 to 130. I was like, when I was like super shredded, like 4%, I was pushing like 128, 127, around that weight area. But
Yeah.
I only held on to that for like 2 weeks. Like,
128.
because my body was just like, after I ate like one bad thing, my body like bloated up with water. Like I got a bunch of water retention, and just like, yeah, like I can't hold on to this unless I'm on steroids.
Yeah.
You know?
What are you, clean? Are you natural?
I'm clean right now.
What do you take? Like,
What I take supplement wise?
yeah, what are you taking?
Just vitamins. Like, okay, so
listen to this.
so obviously gotta take care of myself, like vitamin D, because like energy wise, like if you're on a diet, like a hard diet, like you're gonna need energy support. And then turmeric, just for like swelling, bloating, like, you know, all that stuff. You get less sore on turmeric. Also fish oils, your joints, you know, not popping, like they're lubricated. And then that bullshit, like honestly, creatine's trash. Like that doesn't work. I'm gonna be real, like creatine does not, like it'll help like 2%, 3%, but other than that, like it's like not a big deal. If you want to take creatine, take it, but like it's not a big deal.
I've never taken creatine before.
Yeah, I mean, I was super mindful about like protein too. Like the only supplement I was really taking was pre-workout.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So what do you think about those guys like editing the photos? Like, you know, you seen that before?
Dude, okay, so that caught me off guard. Like, I honestly thought like we were in a like era where like Photoshop was just nothing anymore. Like everyone was just being like open about their photos and just like editing the lighting and stuff. Like that's really all the editing. But once it came to like, I'm not gonna say names because obviously they know me, but once it came down to like some people just like editing their photos and stuff, it was like, it was a big eye opener. Like, dang, like really everything on social media is basically fake, like 100% fake.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks, like that we're in that era right now, you know.
Well, I mean, it's so hard to make it real in a way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's super hard, like, because everyone wants to have that like tapered waist, that like skinny waist, big shoulders, but it's like sometimes genetics do play a role. Like, I don't find that big excuse, like, because I find it as an excuse of like, yeah, it's my genetics, like that's why I'm still fat, or like, you know.
No, I've seen videos like that.
Yeah, sometimes it is genetics, but like a lot of times it's a choice, you know, like. And so when it comes down to like genetics, like with when you're shredded and stuff, and like, oh, like I don't look the way I want to look, yeah, that's genetics. And like sometimes people do have to Photoshop to like, get what they want, you know.
I think with genetics, like, yeah, okay, I don't think there's an excuse. Like, I think anybody can get in shape.
Yeah.
But I think there's a maximum potential that somebody can reach. Like, there's a certain like body that you're gonna max out at, and you're not gonna look like somebody else.
Yeah, 1000%. I mean, everyone has their own body, and everyone could look a certain way, but like, you can max out your genetic potential. For
there's a choice to be in shape. There's a choice to eat
exactly.
right.
And like, you just gotta be so on top of your diet to like get that genetic potential. But it's also like, with fitness and like staying in shape, it's a lifestyle, dude. Like, you can't be like working out. I mean, there's like those guys that are genetically shredded, but like, you can't be working out then like partying like 3 times a week, you know, like drinking a bunch of alcohol and shit, and like losing all that like that you worked for that week. Because in my opinion, like drinking alcohol takes away that whole week of working out that you just did.
Yeah.
Because it just, you just lose all that protein synthesis, you lose all that, you know, gains that you made. And
So do you never drink?
dude, I don't drink at all.
Do you ever like fight with the
Oh, 1000%. Dude, so I mean, this is how my diet is right now, which is kind of bad because I'm exposing my diet. But like, it's like I don't eat basically for the whole day, and a lot of my calories come from my.
Yeah.
So like, I'll eat like my protein oats and then like whatever meal for lunch, but like it's like maybe 700 in the whole day, and then once I eat like damn near like 1800 calories.
Yeah, that's it. All at the end.
Yeah, I just eat a bunch of shit.
It's almost like you're not hungry until you are.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, my body's kind of relying on it, which is bad, but you know.
No, yeah, I know a couple buddies who literally like they've been nonstop for 5 years.
Oh wow.
And like they can't eat without getting.
Oh wow.
Like, they can't have a meal sober.
Yeah, I
which
feel
is
that.
Wild to think about.
I feel that because like with me, like when I eat, I get full so quick, but then like there's this like there's this wall, like when you smoke, it just like breaks that wall, and like you just eat unlimited food, like you just eat a bunch.
It's like you don't care anymore.
Yeah, you just don't care, and it's like your body doesn't have that like brain thing to like tell you that you're full. You just keep eating.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't like it makes you not think about tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, this is perfect in the moment. That's it. That's all I'm thinking about is the moment.
Yeah, for real. So that's just my diet right now.
So you're planning on bulking soon, aren't you?
Yeah. Shoot. So like I'm doing a show in June.
Doing a show?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a bodybuilding show. I'm going against some like freak monsters.
Holy fuck.
I just watched this show in Houston. It's called Summer Shredding, and like a bunch of influencers compete there, and like I see these influencers like Isaiah Miranda for one, big example. Like he has a crazy physique, and everyone's like, holy shit, like he's shredded, he looks good. But in his show alone, he placed like 12th.
What?
Out of the whole stage, yeah. And not the whole stage, his class only. And his class was made of like 25 people, and he placed 12th.
So I mean, still being 12.
Yeah, still being 12 is really good, but like that just shows you like there's like the industry, and then there's like people that do bodybuilding, and like I kind of want to be like both, like the Avatar, you know. That's like cool, but like I want to be like dynamic like that, like kind of like Sebum, you know, like how he's like influencing all these people, and like he's the champ and Mr. O and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Like just having that bodybuilding under your belt and also like influencing people, motivating people. Yeah. So
Is there like, do you know like what are the things that like judges look for in a bodybuilding competition? Like when you're
they look a lot for symmetry, conditioning. They look at shoulder to waist ratio.
So what do you mean by that?
Like how small your waist is compared to your shoulders. So like kind of like a Dorito, you know. And also like back density. Like I saw a lot that if you don't have a good dense conditioned back, you're not gonna get first.
They have no
like
shot.
yeah, a lot of the people who win their shows have really good back. And it's really ironic because C-Bum doesn't have a good back.
Yeah.
Like C-Bum's back is his weakest part, but that's like super ironic to me.
But his shoulder to hip ratio is so great.
Oh my gosh, his waist is like probably like a 26 for like a 6'1" man.
26?
Yes. Like his waist is
26
tiny.
waist.
Yeah.
Holy
Shoulders are
fuck.
huge though. Like,
Shoulders
massive.
are huge. 26, 27 waist, but like a 220-pound man with a 27 waist. Like
That doesn't even sound like a real person.
yeah, that's like he won the genetic lottery for sure. You know?
Jesus. Yeah, that guy, talk about genetics. That
Yeah.
guy maxed it out though.
Monster. Like if you look up pictures of him at 19 years old, he looked like he was on gear already.
Mhm.
He was natural. Like that's the craziest part. Is that you know when you're a bodybuilder. Like it's genetics.
Yeah.
Like, you'll grow up into that body and you're like shit. Like you know those like guys that we knew in high school that are like super muscular like naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could easily be bodybuilders.
If they just wanted to.
Yeah, if they just wanted to.
But
for
dude,
sure.
I feel like it's such a long process. Like it's
It
gotta be like a
is.
20-year journey.
Yeah, I mean, with bodybuilding and stuff, it is a process. Like it's like patience and like waiting for your body to grow in, like muscle maturity. Like, because once you have that mature muscle, you get like deeper cuts, which is kind of weird. Like the science behind it.
Yeah.
But like my biceps right now will look better within the next 2 or 3 years just because they're gonna look deeper from like muscle maturity.
Just from getting older.
Yeah, just from getting older and stuff. So.
Well, dude, it's tough too, because like when you first, I mean, you know this, like when you first start training, you see like these big jumps, these big leaps of like
Oh, yeah.
out of nowhere. But then like the longer you get into it, it's like it takes like 1 year. It's like you're getting maybe 2 pounds of muscle.
Yeah.
Like, you're barely like seeing little things happen, but not
Yeah.
like out of nowhere.
So,
like holy shit.
that's-
All right, so I'm curious about like the decision, because I'm curious about people who like don't go to college, or, you know, or like drop out really
Yeah.
early, because the conventional route's obviously like you got to go to college. Everybody gets raised up like you need to go to college. You
Yeah.
have to do this. You got to get a degree.
Yeah.
Like what made you just say fuck it, I'm leaving? Like I'm done with school.
So back to my story was like I had nothing going for me, right? And
Yeah.
like in high school I was a good student, man. Like I was honors and like had good grades. Just like I don't know if I got burnt out from high school, but I was just like, you know, like
Or like the first 18 years of school.
yeah. Like I was just like, man, like I'm a smart guy, like I'm a smart kid, but at the same time it's like I feel like it ain't growing for me. Like
There's nothing helping.
Yeah, there's like nothing helping with what I want to do, and like I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just make the leap of faith. And so from there, like I think it's very worth, like if you know what you want to do and you don't need school, just do it.
So you already knew you wanted to be like an influencer.
Yeah, like
or-
somewhat. Like it's weird because with influencers we all have that certain thing, like maybe we didn't get that much attention like in our previous years of life, or like maybe we want attention, or like maybe this and that. There's like certain things that you want that make you become an influencer. And for me it was just like I felt like I was getting overlooked a lot, and I wanted to like bring my story out there
Yeah.
so much more. And like so with me, I wanted to be like kind of motivational, you know, like that was my first input, like oh, like I'm like a boxer, and like I'm an MMA fighter, and just like, oh yeah, like I could do this stuff and this and that. But like it's so much deeper than that now, like with
Yeah.
influencing. What made me become an influencer was just like my story that I had to tell, basically.
Like, I got a good story to tell.
Yeah, I have a good story to tell. I can relate to people. Like that's one thing that a lot of influencers don't do. Like they don't talk about like the mental health side effects. They don't talk about like all the things that come with influencing and like that relate to just like common people just walking around, you know. Like we all relate in a certain way, and I truly do believe that. Like I believe that like me, you, like we look different, we came up differently, but we could all relate into like one thing, you know. And that's one thing that I want to make clear is that like just I want to bring a different wave into the fitness industry for sure. That's like everyone's, you know, common knowledge is like, oh yeah, I'm different, like I'll be a good influencer, like because the fitness industry is all the same, to be honest. Like everyone's just flexing their muscles, like posing, just being shredded, downlighting, but like there's certain things that like people don't touch on, and like I want to bring that different
actually
way.
reach out to people,
yeah,
touch them, you know?
Like reach out to people and start talking, you know.
Well, no, I like to believe that we're all kind of the same people. Like we're all the same person, just living different lives.
And
that's like how you just mentioned. Like social media is a great tool to actually reach out to people and let them know you're not different. Like there's somebody like who can relate to you, has like a similar story from you, and like you can do it too.
And it's crazy because I get these messages where it's like people look up to me, right? And like they're like, oh shoot, like it's so crazy that you responded to me, and then we start chopping it up because like I actually like having conversations with my followers and stuff. And like they're like, oh shit, no way, I've been through that before. Or like, oh fuck, like I felt that way, like, you know. And it's like it's like me, like if I looked up to Kobe Bryant, right? Like
how would you want Kobe to like talk to you?
If Kobe was talking to me, or it's like, you know, like, oh shoot, like Kobe went through the same thing that I was going through, like that's crazy, you know. So it's like that's a different wave that I want to make clear for sure, like is that we all look different, but we're not that much different.
You have a message you're trying to do.
There's been so many guys that just like have had so much weight, like body fat wise, and just like slim down, they can just like relate to you in that sense.
It's crazy because I met this guy in Houston, and he won his show. Like he competed for transformation, and he lost 300 pounds.
What?
Which is just, I don't know.
How long did it take him to lose 300 pounds?
I didn't ask him that. That's a very good question to ask him, but I didn't ask him that. And he's like a young LA athlete. He's an athlete now, and like I was talking to him, and dude, we related. Even though like I only lost 60 pounds and he lost 300, like he was telling me the same stuff that I went through, and that just like made my point like even more clear.
It's like the same thing you're fighting in like your head.
Like
you're always constantly battling with yourself. You're talking to yourself all day.
1000%.
So I mean, God, Mark, how much weight did you lose?
50.
You lost 50?
I lost 50.
Hey, that's what's up, man.
I'm there with you. Like, I was at 200 and I went down to 150.
Okay, that's what's up.
Tough.
Yeah, it's super tough. Super tough losing weight for sure.
Yeah, just when your like family cooks all this food, and like especially like my family's business is pizza. So it's like tough not to like want to eat pizza or like eat family food.
Oh yeah, 1000%. Like the temptations are just rough.
Oh, it's tough.
Like you're like wanting to get dialed in to like your diet and stuff, and then like you see all this like food in front of you, like shit. Like one won't hurt.
And then it just
it just keeps moving on from there.
Like rolls into it.
Like you get this I forgot like the brain term because I get them mixed up, but like you just get this kind of excitement or comfort.
It's like a dopamine rush.
Yeah, like a dopamine rush, exactly. And you just feel better eating that food somewhat. You know?
Yeah, it's a comfort food.
Yeah, very much a comfort food.
Okay, what is your favorite comfort food?
Oh, that's a good question. I've never gotten. Oh wow. I actually do really like pizza. Yeah, I could have pizza like all the time, man. Yeah, for sure. Pizza or like fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Yeah,
a big one.
Yeah, fried chicken's a huge one.
KFC or no?
Popeyes.
Popeyes chicken sandwich.
All right, you must have an opinion on chicken sandwich. What's the favorite, or what's the best chicken sandwich?
Popeyes.
Over In-N-Out?
Oh,
or no, not In-N-Out.
Chick-fil-A. I like Popeyes better than Chick-fil-A. I mean,
talk about controversial.
But like with Chick-fil-A, I'll eat Chick-fil-A over Popeyes only because like I'm like big into calories and stuff, so it's like, oh shoot, like the macros are good. Like I'll just
It tells you're at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. But like the like taste of Popeyes. I'm just like, freak, this tastes so good, man.
You love the Louisiana rub.
Yeah.
Good old Popeyes. Holy fuck. Alrighty. Let's see. All right, we talked about how you wanted to be an influencer. We talked about just like your life is like how it transformed from like starting to lift weights and all these things afterward.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
That's a good question. So right now, like, what I'm doing basically is that, so sponsorship wise and everything, like, obviously people go in the industry to chase sponsorships, to chase popularity, to chase all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not in it for that, to be honest. Like, it's weird saying it, but like, I really don't care for a sponsorship. Like, all that Young LA, raw gear bullshit, like, I don't really care for that, because with the industry, like, the realest thing to like be told, because I have some mentors for sure. Like, I've talked to John, especially. There's this guy named Giordani, and he built up Young LA, and basically everyone tells you the same thing, is that you're not supposed to be chasing that, you're supposed to be building your brand. And how I see myself in 5 years is that, like, I'm gonna have like somewhat of a big community, you know. Like, I want to show a lot of love and like probably open like my own business, as in like gym, maybe clothing, but I don't know yet, because you know there's a lot of competitors. Everyone's doing the same stuff. Like, for example, Brandon, he's doing his own thing, and like me and him are on the same path, kind of like. He doesn't want to end his life with fitness and stuff. Like, he wants to retire off of lifestyle and business, and that's kind of what I want to do. Like, I don't want to be in this fitness bullshit forever, you know? Like, staying shredded my whole life and like all that stuff. Like, I want to enjoy myself, you know? Like, do a lot of fun things, and like I feel like having a community where that they like support me and like actually fuck with me. Like, that's the one thing that a lot of people don't know, is that like there's people like me that are trying to do it, but like they're failing at it only because it's forced. And like, you need to build a community and stuff. So with that being said, like, you need people to love you for like you. Like, to build a community, you need to show your true side. Like, you're, you know, what's
genuine.
Yeah, you need to be genuine. Yeah, and you gotta like show like a different side. You can't be like that bullshit, like, because I've seen a lot of people, I'm not gonna name names, but there's a lot of people trying to do what I'm doing, and they're like totally failing at it because it's so forced. And like, you need people to actually fuck with you. Like, you need to be charismatic, funny, you know, like, people need to like you for you. Exactly. And like that means like whether or not you're in fitness, whether or not you're in business, art, music, like they gotta fuck with you for like you, like what you want to do. And like that's the thing about fitness. Like, that's what I have going for me right now, and that's what I only have going for me. But like, once I have that like community and stuff, like, I'm for sure gonna like give back a certain way, and I could see myself in 5 years like doing that for sure.
Starting to give back.
Yeah, give back, like show the community, like open a gym here, you know. Like, is the lifting culture, or like the community itself, are they welcoming, or is it more kind of focused on? It's like 90%, 10%. Like, it's welcoming, and then there's some that are like just very controversial. Like, because I know people that do feel like it's hard for them to get into the gym because they feel like they're gonna get judged and stuff with how they look and stuff. Yeah. And they just don't want to start because they're shy. And that's the one part that's like hard to like have pushed out, is that I feel like a lot of us are very welcoming in the fitness industry. We all like care each other, we support each other and all that stuff, but there's that little percentage, like that small little percentage that like don't, and like in the back of their head they actually have hate. They're like, you know, jealousy, hate, all that stuff. And like that's the bad part of the industry, is that there's a lot of fakes.
That's got to be the same thing with like content creating, or it's got to be more vicious because it's so it's so competitive.
With content creating, it's super competitive. Like, I mean, obviously you need capital to like get your videos better, you know, like like invest in a camera, invest in like an editor, invest in all that stuff, and like you need capital to do all that, to influencing, and
just make the quality better.
Yeah. There's just a lot of fake people for sure. Like I know a handful of them.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, like I'm friends with a lot of the top guys. Like for example, Max Taylor, freaking blowing up. Like he's doing so good. 8-9 million followers on TikTok, almost 1 million on Instagram. Like
crazy,
super crazy.
So what's he like?
He's just like, he's a good example of being genuine, you know, like having a charismatic personality, and just like he like makes you feel like you're worth something, you know.
Yeah.
And that's something I want to do too. Like everyone that I talk to, I want them to feel like that. It's not like a pushover. Like it's not like, oh, I'm just like in front of you and you're talking to a wall, you know. Like I want you to know that like you matter. Like,
yeah.
And like
you're feeling.
Yeah, you're something. You're something in this world, you know. And I just want to be genuine for real like that. Like he's a very good example of that.
So how do you then build a genuine brand? Like, well, how did you start off? How did you like start making your Instagram account? Like, was this always in mind when you first started?
Building a genuine brand it's hard because you're gonna need followers for that, honestly. And it's like your followers and your community, your support doesn't really show until you like communicate back to other people. Like you start investing your time into like talking to your followers, commenting back to other comments, like not just like other people in the industry, you know, like I have a bunch of fitness friends that comment on my stuff and then I comment back to them, but like other people, like people that follow me and support me, and like I'll comment back to them. Like it's kind of like how LeBron, like if I comment on his stuff and he'd comment back on it, I'd remember that moment.
Yeah, that would you would never forget
that would blow my mind, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like I want to make that time for other people that are supporting me, because I'm only doing this, I'm in my spot right now because of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to show them love somehow, you know. So it's like it's not even commenting back, but like it gets to like parts where like they DM me and like, dude, like it's like relationship advice, like diet advice. Like I give like free advice about just like diet and like training. Like I give like splits to people just like to like follow, just to kind of help them out, you know, like because they're helping me out. And
so eventually though, when you get big enough, you'll just have somebody do it.
Yeah.
Do that for
you?
you?
For sure, yeah. Because like I'll have a little blueprint for them, like, you know.
Yeah. Just like, hey, say this, say that.
Yeah.
Like speak like this.
Yeah, for sure.
So how are the haters?
Dude, so it's funny. With hate, I actually like embrace it for sure. So like I love like comedy stuff, right? And like when people make fun of me, I actually laugh at the comment. Like I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of funny, because like I see myself like that too.
It's hard to like somebody who can't take it.
Yeah. Like I could take a joke for sure, but like there's some hate that like does like ring my bell. Like it like rubs me the wrong way, and I just like I know I can't comment back because Instagram's super strict. Like if I were to comment back to a hate comment with like some like real stuff, like logical stuff, like hey, like this and that, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
like they flag me down right away. I can't, like, you know, talk what I want to talk.
Why don't they flag them down?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just because I'm monetized and stuff. So like since Instagram's paying me, like I feel like, you know.
True.
Yeah.
Payroll life.
Yeah.
But dude, okay, so did you have to deal with haters in the beginning when you first started?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's probably harder in the beginning because they're probably people you know.
For sure. Like in the beginning it was so hard. Like I felt like it comes from everywhere, even like family, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like probably like own siblings, own parents. Like I know people could relate with that. Like it's not hate, but like it's doubt, you know.
Yeah.
And like that's like a certain form of hate, because you're wanting to do something but they're like, nah, you can't do that, like do something else.
Or the questioning.
Yeah, the questioning, yeah. And it's not until you could prove your point, like, that it'll stop. But it was super hard because, you know, it's like, especially when I started like not blowing up, but like started getting traction, I'd get like hate from like random people, and that was hard for me for sure, because it's like wow, like I'm putting all this positive stuff out and I'm showing love to everyone, but like people still find a way to hate, and I didn't know how to deal with it. Like it really did take a toll on me for sure. Like it made me overthink about like my content, my own personality, my own like physique, like how I look. and it was rough, like super rough. Like getting that new hate and stuff is just really hard for sure.
So I mean, you're still reading the comments?
I read every comment, dude.
Fuck.
Like I read every comment, every DM. Like, I mean, not necessarily every comment, but
I mean, the DMs make sense, but like the comments are...
The comments, they just flood in, but like for some reason my eyes always catch the hate one. Like for sure, like
they stick out.
Yeah, they stick out for sure, and it's like crap. Like I kind of just read it and like shrug it off, but like there's certain ones that are like, holy crap, I wish I could like comment back. Actually, because it sucks.
Is there ever a time like when someone's not like really hating, but they're like genuinely trying to like say, hey, this, you could do this, or like this is too much?
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes I get that. I mean, especially like with my look, like people are always like,
they don't like the fucking spiked hair.
Yeah. So it's like there was this whole wave on TikTok. Like there was a video that was like 1.7 million views, right?
Yeah.
And like probably 30% of those comments was like, cut your hair. Like change the hairdo. You can't pull it off.
You read all those comments?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. There's like maybe, I don't know how many comments. I'll just say like 1,000. Yeah. But like all those like cut those hair comments was like dang, like
that's gotta be like a surreal moment.
Yeah.
Like these people are actually talking about you.
Yeah,
right now.
These guys are talking about me, telling me how to like live my life, change, like, and it's like that's when the new stuff started happening. Like, oh crap, like that kind of hurt my feelings, you know. But I didn't know how to deal with it. So
dude, you gotta start reading the comments.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, maybe like DMs.
I do like a whole investigation. Like it's funny because.
But do they follow you?
No.
They don't follow you, so they're seeing it some way.
I noticed this. A lot of the hate comments come from like nobodies. So it's like people that like follow 8,000 people but only have like a 10 count following.
It's like a troll account.
Yeah, like a troll account. And it's like a lot of hate is just like trolls, and like I shouldn't take that like personally.
It's not even a person yet.
Yeah, so that's when I started embracing and like making it a joke, you know.
Yeah.
Like making it comedy, and like that's kind of my niche right now. It's like gym comedy, like that's how I kind of reach out to people, like try to make the industry fun, like industry welcoming.
So like kind of what Brad Martin does.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Like make it fun, comedy, like kind of like relate to it, you know. Like oh shit, like that's happened to me before, you know. Yeah.
I mean that's a popular thing right now. I mean I feel like I've seen a lot.
It's super popular. I mean, there's guys that like blow up just because of their physique, and that's super cool to me. Cause but I do get those comments because like not only am I like comedic, but like I think I have like a decent physique, you know. And like some people will say like, oh dude, like you have my dream body, and I'm like that one hits home for me for sure. Yeah.
But dude, I feel like there's got to be like the people that are actually like, giving you shit for whatever you post, like there's no way that person's doing something.
No,
like
no way.
There's no way like that person has something
day
on their agenda, like they have plans. They're working on something, like they're probably just
no way,
nothing going on.
Yeah, like they're probably like, you know, doing some stupid stuff, like not doing anything with their lives.
It's like they're jealous, and that's
I mean that's kind of the reality of it. Maybe some do have lives, and like they just do the troll account on the side or some crap.
Yeah, I mean, I do actually know some people who made Twitter accounts just to fucking attack people. Like for shits and gigs.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really thought of it in depth, but like, you know, like sometimes I'm like, shit, like one of these troll accounts could be like someone that I'm close to, or like someone that I personally know. Yeah. And like they made this troll account just freaking hate on me. You know?
Pussy, though.
Yeah, just to get things off their chest. And
such a bitch. That's a bitch move.
Yeah, it is. It is for sure.
All right, so okay, I already asked you this off camera, but this is your first podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I'm starting up a podcast with my buddies for sure, but like I've never really done the podcast stuff, and I listen to podcasts like here and there. Like I listen to Naka Power and Brandon's podcast also. Okay. I like watching their stuff, and it just makes me like I feel like podcasts aren't that popular right now. Like it's not hitting, like there's just a certain audience to it, but
I don't know. I feel like I mean, because first this wasn't even a thing 10 years ago, so now it's just boom, it's here now.
Yeah.
Now there's so many people doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's definitely taken on like a popularity. Like it's taken on like a wave of people. Like personally, I listen to podcasts a lot.
Yeah.
I listen to. It's like almost like TV to me.
Yeah, it is.
And like what I was gonna mention earlier is like you're in the gold rush of like entertainment because now everybody can make content now.
Oh yeah.
It's like there's no studios controlling you. There's no agencies controlling you. Like
exactly.
If you want to be entertaining, like be entertaining with this phone.
It's exactly this phone. Like your phone can like make you so much money, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like anyone could do it. Like you don't have to have a certain look. Like if you just start posting and like start posting in a certain way, like to what you want to post, people are gonna start like gravitating towards it. And that's kind of what happened towards me, was like fitness and like comedy, all that stuff. Like people started gravitating towards it, and like people started liking me. Like a lot of my fans that I met in person, they're like, dude, like you're funny as fuck. Like I relate to a lot of the things that you do. Like it's real. Like and like I have like people like my buddies. For one, I stayed at a house in Houston, and like I had a buddy that told me that, yo, I have a friend from Canada, and he's like one of your fans, dude. And he's like, yo, like he like talks about like real shit, like with the comedy aspect, because I just do things that like I've done before, like stupid stuff. Yeah. And like I know I'm not the only one who's done it.
Yeah, like everybody at some point, or like a lot of people have dealt with that.
Yeah, exactly. So if I could make it into like a comedic way and like kind of act it out, like I know people would gravitate towards that for sure.
Dude, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. What's like the furthest like somebody from like a weird country, like overseas? That's like,
I mean, for sure the Philippines.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like 16 hours away. Like,
is there any like fucker in Norway that's watching you?
It's weird. I have so many like supporters in India.
Really?
Yeah, like one day like I put my snap code out on my story, and like a bunch of people added me, but I had like 5 or 6 people that were like, hey, I'm sending you love from India. And like people from India were adding me on Snapchat, and I was like, what the hell? Like this is crazy. But I also do have a big following in Canada.
Okay, makes sense.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Is there does it tell you how many people are on your Snapchat?
Not really. I just see the story viewers. I mean, my snap is not that big, to be honest, because
is there anything in that like making like, I don't know, like monetizing that on your Snapchat?
I don't know much about Snap, like that social aspect. Even Twitter, I don't know. But
Twitter's gonna be kind of hard to like posting like videos.
I've seen people get like verified on Snap, like have that little star next to their name, and like Snap sends them like goodies, like they get like Snapchat slides and it's
cool.
like cool stuff. Like they get Snapchat clothing, and so I don't know if they do pay them, but maybe they do. Yeah, you never know. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so right now you're on Instagram. Are you on TikTok or?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok too. My TikTok's just like, I'm not inconsistent on TikTok, but like my care for TikTok is not as much as Instagram.
Are you just like are you just posting the same stuff on Instagram and then you're posting it too on TikTok, or
so
different stuff?
It's funny. Okay, it's funny that you asked that, because with TikTok, I post all my videos on TikTok first before Instagram. Okay. And I see which one does the best, and I just like kind of convert it back into my Instagram and post that.
So only the good ones go on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Like, but sometimes I will know like which ones will do good, because I have videos on TikTok that didn't hit. Like there was this one push-up video I did on TikTok, and it did like only 1,500 views, and I posted it on Instagram. It got 7.7 million.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was crazy. But I just knew people would relate to that, and I was like, no, I'm gonna post this one still.
Is there like, do you understand the algorithm a little more? Like, do you know what it wants, or do you know?
Yeah, like
what gets popular and what doesn't?
I mean, it probably won't work for everyone, but for me, like, I just know like what time to post, and like the hashtags that work for me and stuff. Like it's like a lot. Like you use hashtags to get into your niche, to get like that audience, right? And then you post at a certain time. So like Instagram will push out the stuff that you post at that time, and it's just like a constant like chore, I guess.
Yeah.
But
because like if you're posting 3 times a day, like
Yeah.
you like posting one at a certain time, like 11 in the morning, and you'll post at 3, and then you'll do it at 7.
The more you post at a certain time, the more traction you'll probably get, for sure. And you just got to be consistent with it, because like, I mean, that's everyone in the industry, like especially me. Like my fear is that if I stopped posting for like 2 or 3 weeks just to take a break, all of that shit would just go to waste.
Lose your audience.
Like I'd lose my audience. Like I won't get any more traction. Like everything will go to shit. Like that's all our fears. But in reality, like I feel like it's really up to your community and audience. Like if you have a good community, a good audience, like they'll always support you. And like the more support you get, like it goes with like saves, shares, comments, likes, like all that stuff. Once Instagram sees that you're feeding that algorithm, like they'll push you out, and it's mostly up to your audience, for sure.
So I mean, obviously it's all on the people that like you. The more there are, the better you're gonna be out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Your name's gonna get pushed. But God, fans are great and all, but have you ever had like a weird interaction with somebody?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I had okay, in LA, I had a stalker, bro.
You had a stalker?
Yes. So this is a story I think I've never told anyone this story, actually. So I had a stalker, right, in LA. He was like weird, like swiping up on my stories, putting heart eyes and shit, like weird shit, dude.
Is it a guy?
Yeah, it was a dude.
Okay.
And like he was stalking me a lot, this and that. And I was at Zoo Culture one day, and he knew I was at Zoo Culture, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna pull up to Zoo Culture right now." And I was like, "Oh shit!"
Okay.
and I DM'd him back right away. I was like, "Hey, yo, like, nah, like,
don't come through.
Just don't come through. Like, it's cool having your support and stuff. Like, I was still being nice, but like, it's just really weird. Like, I don't need this right now and stuff." And he's like, nah, like I just want to take you out to lunch. Like I want to take you out to dinner. Like, and it's like, oh shit. Like,
how old is this guy?
Dude, I'd never asked him. Like, no profile picture or anything.
He's like some 45-year-old man.
Probably some like creep. I've never seen him in person either. So it's like once that happened, like
at least he listened though.
Yeah. Like, I mean, maybe he did pull up to Zoo Culture. I don't know.
Just fine. I mean, like,
but
hiding.
When he said I'm on the way right now, like, it was like we cut the cameras and everything. Like, me and my buddy, we were just like, "Yo, let's dip."
Oh, you left?
Yeah.
Maybe he did show up.
Yeah. Maybe he did show up. I don't know, but that was really weird. Like, I get really weird interactions on DMs. Like, "Yo, send me feet pics," and like, dude, there's this funny thing where like, Instagram like has a button for like contact, right? And like it shows your email and it shows your phone number, dude. And it exposed my phone number. So I have this like I don't know who she is. Like, maybe she's a MILF. Like, I don't know. But she's like, "Hey, be my sugar baby. Like, hey, you look handsome," and this and that. And it's like, what the heck? And I've never responded to her. And
that's interesting because I get like a million of those.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think, like, are you getting those?
I get
too?
this all the time.
Have you guys ever got like a weird, like one of those like porn things?
Dude, they're over Snap too, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
So it's like
those are bots.
It's a quick ad. It's from Quick Ad on Snap.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah. The quick ad, yeah.
Mark, have you ever texted one of them before? They're like, "Yes, I'm down."
Yeah, to fuck with them, but they never respond. It's usually like they'll like keep sending videos of them like doing something. Like, I don't know, like stripping.
So they respond to you, like they
never respond. They just go like, "Oh, go to my OnlyFans," or "Oh, click this link." It's always that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just,
like to fuck around and stuff. Like sometimes like with the hashtags, I get like these comments that say, "Hey, yo, DM us to promote this, DM this, DM that, and like tag this account." And like one time I replied to them and I said, "Shut the fuck up." And like Instagram almost like banned my account for doing that. Yeah. And like I did it as a joke to like my friend, and it got flagged too because like I was imitating them and I was like, "Hey, yo, DM this picture to Pornhub," and this and that, and like they flagged that comment too. So like, I don't know, Instagram is very strict.
Yeah, dude. Do you think like because you're getting like you have a bigger following, you think Instagram's like looking at you more than anybody? Like if someone didn't have that much, like that many followers?
I'm pretty sure because I mean, not to toot my own horn, but like I know how many accounts are engaged with me, and I know my reach. Like even though like my account shows that I'm at 27K followers, I'm generating almost 16 to 17 million people a month to look at my account. My reach is like crazy, my engagement is crazy, and like my followers, I get like maybe 200 to 300 a day, and it's like it's insane right now.
So is your phone just constantly blowing up?
It's on do not disturb. So. Yeah. Like I got tired of it. Like I had one of these photos that blew up. Like my buddy did a handstand on me, and that's like kind of when the constant like notifications started happening, and I was like, wow, like it's cool to see. Like at first, like I just like would post a picture, and then my phone would just be like and I just like looking at it, but then like it got to a point where I was like, man, like my phone started overheating and it started like freezing up.
That's
like,
when you know you're doing
it started
well.
like breaking down, and I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. So like it's on do not disturb 24/7.
Yeah,
like you gotta like, I don't know, like to get a hold of me, like to call, like you gotta like double or triple call me for me to see it.
That's what we do with this guy. He's always on do not disturb.
Yeah, I feel that.
And yeah, I gotta call him 3 times. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
So annoying. Actually, so if you turn off your do not disturb, your phone's blowing up right now.
Yeah, I mean, here I could show my Instagram notifications right now.
Because I've always thought about like when people get like 1 million likes on Instagram.
So look at this: 5 seconds, 28, 48, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then if I refresh, it's gonna be new.
5 seconds.
Yeah, it's just
and
always
like
gonna be new. Yeah,
like
multiple. It's just multiple accounts. 3 seconds, 17. You know, like
That's crazy.
Let's see, 13K, 1,000. There's like things that are like
147K.
Which one?
Or 200K?
Yeah, this one's 200K.
Damn.
Yeah, what's the most like views you've gotten on a video?
The push-up one.
The push-up one?
Yeah, it's almost at 8 million. That one went crazy. Like, I didn't get a lot of followers from it for some reason. Like, the followers didn't start rolling in, but like, when I posted my physique, because like it was a funny video, but then when I posted my physique, that's when I started getting followers. Like, like engagement goes off the roof when I take off my shirt and stuff, like flex my muscles, you know.
So you know what the people want.
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah. But like I just like being like genuine, like funny, you know, like because that's like my personality. Like I just like making jokes and like being charismatic like that, you know. Like
do you ever get like somebody from high school or somebody you've grown up with, like, hey man, what's up? You remember me?
Yeah. I get that all the time. It's funny, like on TikTok, I would not recognize these people, and like they'd be like, yo, I went to high school with this guy, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I remember everyone from like my high school. I was like, I don't remember this guy.
So he's capping.
Yeah. It's weird, but like there's like DMs that I get too, like people from Stockdale, like high school, and they're like, yeah, dude, like I've seen you like blowing up and shit, like I'm so happy for you and stuff like that. Like a lot of it's like that. Like it's not really like a remember me, but I do get that a lot sometimes.
Just
too.
because you're popping off.
Yeah, like.
But like before you didn't pop off, nobody's saying anything like that.
Yeah, like it was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, or like, do you remember me, dude? And it's like yeah, of course, like I remember you.
Dude, honestly, I can't believe you responded to our DM.
Yeah.
When we messaged you, I was like really surprised that you actually said yeah.
Dude, I respond to everyone. Like I looked through my message requests, and like, to be honest, like I've been engaging with everyone lately because I just feel like I've been overlooking it. Like I usually don't do that. I like stopped doing that.
Call you at the right time.
Yeah, but then like it's like this whole month, like I've been so engaged with people and like just like feeling the love, like showing love back. And I was like, when I saw the DM, I was like, yo, like I'm down, let's do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. I was almost surprised. I'm like, there's no way this guy's fucking responding. He's got too much shit going on.
Yeah, no, you guys did it at the right time, because I think I was editing a photo and I was in Houston still. Like I was in Houston editing a photo. Like there's this like eating area for like Alpha Land, and like it's called Alpha Eats, and I was like, I was like eating there while editing a photo because that's like where we just chill out. Like we're in Alpha Land for like 6 to 7 hours a day, just like chilling.
Yeah.
And like I saw the DM and I was like, oh shoot, like I got invited to a podcast. Like I was like, yo, that's cool.
So were we like the first ones to ever like ask?
Yeah, you guys were the first ones. Like it was always me trying to ask other big influencers, but like I've never gotten asked to be on a podcast, so I thought it was cool, and I was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to reach like kind of like a different, like we're not just like a sports podcast. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people ask that. I mean, fuck, we got the helmet here.
Yeah.
But like, I wanted to like make the podcast like kind of like a broader net.
Yeah.
So like anybody can kind of like listen. You know, it's not just like a sports thing.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I saw you, I'm like, fuck, this guy'd be great to have on. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know a little about lifting. I've like lifted my entire life. That's kind of like
Yeah,
something
yeah.
I can relate to with you.
And
then Mark did it. And yeah, dude, glad you fucking came on. But
yeah, for sure.
it's just like how about just one more question, because I think we're already like an hour in.
Okay, yeah.
What is the coolest spot you've been to, and what is the spot that you want to go to next?
For
Just like anywhere, like travel.
Oh, travel?
Yeah.
Okay. Coolest spot for traveling. I mean, it wasn't really cool, but like it was more fun. I really liked Mexico.
Okay.
Mexico was really cool, but
What part of Mexico?
It was what was it again? Rosarito. Yeah. We were at Rosarito for like only 3 days, but like that was the most fun I've had. Like literally, like I took like 11 shots and like threw up. Like, and I usually don't drink.
Little cheat weekend.
Yeah. But like the shots tasted so good, I was like, holy crap, this tastes really good. So like I just kept taking shots.
That's dangerous.
Yeah,
That's
dangerous. I was like passed out. Like we were at this hot dog stand. I was passed out. I ate like a spicy hot dog and I threw up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but next destination for sure, like that I want to visit. I mean, I've already been there, but I want to visit like other parts of it. Is the Philippines for sure. Yeah. It's just the flight sucks. Like 17 hours. It's just,
that's brutal.
It's rough. Yeah.
I can't even imagine going on a 17-hour flight, because we're thinking about going to Europe later this year.
I feel that.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do, because it's like I'm gonna be claustrophobic. I'll probably be in coach.
Yeah, we're going to Hawaii in 2 weeks, so I'm getting ready for that. Like I've been cutting a little bit.
Yeah, getting ready for
Yeah.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck, that's funny, man. But dude, I really appreciate you coming on. That's awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
So, by the way, this is our guest, Mark Martinez. And we're thanks for listening. Hopefully you fuckers listen. All right. Good.